Round 2, fight! Hello everybody, this is like it's 1985, bringing you another Street Fighter action figure review. e.honda, to me it's one of those iconic characters. I can remember back in the early 90s watching my friends play Street Fighter 2, and when I played it, I wasn't very good at it, but when I played, I usually played as either e.honda or Blanca. I was never really good at the other characters. Although I did like doing the Ryu with a Hadouken. I like that. But e.honda was one of those characters with, at least at the beginning stages, the first couple rounds, you can get away with a lot because he had like brute strength, and he uses special, I guess, hand or arm attack. You'd really fast, and you could do a lot of damage, provided you can get up close to the opponent. So here's a look at the packaging for this Revolution Series 1 Street Fighter figure. You can see just clear plastic on the front, on the sides, and also on the top of the box. On the back, apparently this might be like the original colors for this particular e.honda. What I've got here is apparently the variant, and if you look at the back of the box, it's supposedly a Big Bad Toy Star exclusive variant, so kind of interesting that way. So what I will do is get this thing opened up and take a look at it and come back for the review. And before I take a look at the figure itself, I do want to point out it does have a bonus. I didn't realize this until I opened up the packaging. Clipped in the background here, you have this little trading card. It just comes out like that. And this particular one, I guess, has a little description of what move this is, and it's called the Paradise Hold. And as you can see, apparently it's some part of some kind of card game. So you do have that bonus. Now on to Mr. Honda himself. Looking pretty good outside of his packaging. Very nicely detailed in the sculpting of the muscles and so forth. It looks really nice. Overall the paint's pretty good. It does have that nice flesh colored tone to it, which is good. So right out the bat, before I forget to mention this, I would have probably preferred to have the more traditional look with the red for the markings on his face. And I think it was in the Street Fighter 2 game, if memory serves correctly, the color of his skirt, and I'm just going to call it a skirt because I don't know what else to call it. The color of his skirt was, I think, red and white. So maybe I would have preferred that. This is not bad, but I just would have preferred maybe the more traditional Street Fighter 2 look to him. But like I said, I just kind of on an impulse I kind of bought this because I wanted to have a companion figure for Guile. So here's a look at Mr. Honda. Starting with the head, his head is on a ball joint, and this figure does come with an extra head. As you can see here, he's got the open mouth with the teeth bared. I know Ares 003 doesn't really like that look, so you do have this look as well for this extra head, so that's nice. Close-up look at that. So articulation at the head, you do have rotation at the shoulders, as well as the shoulders can go out just a tad because there's like a hinge joint there. You do have articulation at the upper arm, which I like. You do have a bend at the elbow, and you have a swivel rotation at the wrist. But you also have a hinge joint there. But on mine, it's really hard to get that joint to move, probably due to the paint. As you can see, there is a section here for the ab articulation. It barely moves, again probably due to being in storage and due to paint, but you can see it does rotate at the waist quite freely. Now as for the lower body articulation, take a look underneath his skirt, I guess. You can see there is that kind of joint here where you can actually rotate it, well, not rotate it, but move the leg out like that. You've got upper thigh articulation. You've got a double jointed knee, which actually does articulate at 2 points, as you can see there and there. You've got a hinge and a swivel. No, actually not a swivel. Actually, sorry. Actually, there's a. It does allow you to actually rotate the foot around. So you do have 2 points of articulation there. Pretty cool. As to the other two accessories he comes with 2 extra open palm hands. So let's go ahead and switch those out. Should be able to just pull these out like that. They're on that kind of ball jointed peg. And insert this hand here. And I'll take this one out here and insert this other hand. So we can give you a fairly hard slap to the face. Now there is one problem with this figure, and it's a manufacturing problem. As you notice, the right arm does not bend. It bends in the wrong way, as you can see. So that is a problem. However, I'm not too disappointed because I didn't really pay a whole lot for them. I paid $14, and that includes shipping, so not too bad. So next up, let's take a look at some size comparisons of e.honda next to some other Marvel Legends figures that you may recognize. So as you can see here, e.honda does pose quite nicely next to Marvel Legends Juggernaut and Marvel Legends The Thing. So really cool that way. So this Street Fighter 2 e.honda is pretty cool. I think I would have been less pleased if I would have paid more on this figure. I paid 14 bucks. That includes shipping. So you know, it has a incorrect right arm, and again, like I said before, the colors they're all right. Like I said, I could have waited longer and probably would have found one with a more traditional Street Fighter 2 look to him, as far as the color of his skirt and the coloring on his face. But other than that, it just definitely a nice figure, definitely a e.honda figure, and will definitely look good on my shelf next to my Marvel Legends figures and the other Street Fighter 2 figures that I have. I'm actually expecting a Ryu soon, any day now, so I'll do a review on Ryu, one of the iconic characters from Street Fighter 2, and I'm bidding on a Ken, so hopefully I will be successful in winning that item as well. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This has been my review of the Street Fighter Revolution 1 Series e.honda from Sota Toys.